the bathroom, guy. If you give us a second, we'll take you to the station, and you want to use the bathroom, okay? We'll take it quick. Is that fair? Yeah. All right. Deal with this officer for me right here.
Damn, what?
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law. And the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevens at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
When the news came out that Gervonta "Tank" Davis's fight with Jake Paul had been officially canceled, the boxing world paused in shock. This was not a normal delay or a simple contract problem. The situation was much more serious because only days before the fight, a civil lawsuit was filed accusing the lightweight champion of domestic abuse, kidnapping, and assault. The reaction was immediate. Jake Paul's team and Netflix quickly canceled the event. The matchup was expected to be one of the biggest crossover fights of the decade, putting boxing's controversial knockout star against the YouTuber who built his own fame in the sport. Now everything around the fight has collapsed, and the situation has turned into complete chaos. At this moment, it appears that Gervonta Davis may have just put his entire career at risk. Let's look at what actually happened, what these allegations could mean for him, and whether this situation could mark the end of Tank's time in boxing.
Put in 1 foot out too. What are you talking about? You know how much money he got? You know how hard it is getting out that bed to go run early in the morning in gym for hours, and you know you looking at 20 million easy. You own all this real estate. You rich. You don't have to do this ever again. Then the compounding interest, like let's say 20 million in the bank. He get 5% off of that, so he probably making $500,000 in interest. He's not even spending his money. So it's like, hell yeah, he out of here. What? He gone.
The situation began just 2 weeks before fight night, while Gervonta "Tank" Davis was fully focused on training for what was expected to be a record-breaking Netflix event in Miami against Jake Paul. Everything changed when a lawsuit suddenly appeared. According to court documents filed in Miami-Dade, Davis's ex-girlfriend, Courtney Russell, accused him of battery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, and false imprisonment. In the filing, she claims Davis attacked her at her workplace, a club in Miami, and says the incident was not the first time it happened. The lawsuit states that there were at least 4 earlier situations where she says Davis physically assaulted and choked her. Russell is now asking the court for both compensatory and punitive damages, and she also says she is currently receiving treatment for PTSD because of the alleged attacks.
Jake Paul, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his 4th or maybe 5th allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacement.
The news quickly caused concern inside Jake Paul's team. Most Valuable Promotions, Jake's company, released a statement the following day saying they were reviewing the situation, but the decision did not take long. Within 48 hours, the fight was completely canceled. The statement explained that they would not move forward with the event, but still planned for Jake Paul to headline a Netflix boxing show in 2025. In simple terms, they decided to move on without Tank very quickly. If this had been Davis's first legal problem, many fans might have waited to see the full story before judging. However, that is not the case. Over the past few years, Gervonta Davis's issues outside the ring have often drawn almost as much attention as his impressive performances inside it.
Champion boxer Gervonta Tank Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now, he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against.
In 2020, Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested on domestic violence charges after a video went viral showing him grabbing the mother of his child by the neck during a charity event. Then in 2022, he was arrested again over similar allegations, although that case was later dropped.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And in 2023, Gervonta Tank Davis was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest and 3 years of probation after a hit-and-run crash in Baltimore that injured 4 people. That incident alone made many fans start to question whether his life was heading in the wrong direction. He later spent time in jail after violating the terms of his house arrest.
Tank Davis, you know, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
You know, I mean, hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, you know, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your, that's it, you know, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man. Yeah!
Now in 2025, this new lawsuit presents an even more troubling situation, one that could seriously damage what remains of Gervonta Tank Davis's reputation. As soon as the lawsuit became public, the entire situation shifted. Jake Paul's promoter, Nikki Sabidarian, released a strong statement saying that Most Valuable Promotions firmly condemns any form of violence and would completely separate itself from the fighter.
They were officially canceling the fight, saying Most Valuable Promotions immediately initiated an investigation. No, I had the wrong one. Okay, I'm reading this one. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix have announced that Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the one I was reading was the one from late last week, originally scheduled for Friday, November 14th at the Accusations Center in Miami, Florida, will no longer be moving forward. Quote, our team has worked closely with all parties to navigate this situation responsibly, said Nikki Sabidarian, CEO of MVP. While we will not be moving forward with this event, our plan remains for Jake Paul to headline an event on Netflix in 2025. And that is what I'm hearing as well. They want him to fight in December. That is the hope. And they're actively looking for a opponent. More on that in a moment. Details regarding a new date, location, Jake's opponent, and additional bouts will be shared as soon as they are finalized. We thank Netflix, Accusations Center, Seminole Hard Rock and Hotel and Casino for their partnership.
Soon after, the situation grew even worse as sponsors began quietly stepping away from their agreements. Netflix removed the promotional teasers it had already filmed for the event, and Showtime, which had previously partnered with Gervonta Tank Davis, chose to stay silent.
We pulled up to Tootsie's and up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, and in the face, and it's like, bro.
Okay.
Like,
wait, but how do you know that happened?
It's a lawsuit. Miami-Dade is coming. There's video, like everything, bro. He did this public. Like, you have to understand, this guy was sober.
The planned November 14th fight card in Miami, which was expected to be Netflix's next major boxing event after the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson spectacle, has now been completely canceled. Gervonta Tank Davis didn't just lose a fight, he lost a huge payday. Reports say the total purse for the event was worth more than $20 million, with Tank guaranteed a payout in the 8-figure range. Now that opportunity has disappeared.
The Jake Paul Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening. So if you weren't a fan of this fight, I think you got your wish.
Gervonta Tank Davis's future now hangs in the balance, while Jake Paul's team moved quickly. Reports confirm that Most Valuable Promotions is already planning a new Netflix headliner for December, with potential replacements rumored to include Ryan Garcia, Nate Diaz, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford, and even Francis Ngannou.
Hey, Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing.
Jake Paul's business instincts have always been sharp, turning controversy into promotion, but this time he is keeping his distance. A Netflix spokesperson made it clear, "We stand against violence. The show will go on, but not with Gervonta Davis." That statement carries serious weight. When a company as powerful as Netflix publicly cuts ties, it's not just about losing the next paycheck, it's about protecting your reputation.
I was training for something like this. Obviously, smaller guy. How was this in the training aspect, Jake?
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
Warming up.
We're
now.
sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jaden Love ass. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass. On my mama. And he laughing. He know. He laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything. You know what I'm talking about. Let anything. Nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't gotta say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm gonna show you and him. Back.
It's shocking how quickly everything unraveled. Just a few months ago, Gervonta Tank Davis was being promoted as boxing's next big star. Even with a controversial win over Lamont Roach, his punching power, marketability, and ties to Floyd Mayweather made him seem unstoppable.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that. Or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Gervonta Tank Davis once had it all: mainstream fame, crossover appeal, hip-hop endorsements, celebrity fans, and social media buzz. He was the face of a new generation of boxing, but this might be the setback he can't bounce back from. Unlike a loss in the ring, this is a loss of trust from an entire industry. Fans and insiders are especially concerned because this isn't just a public relations problem. It could turn into a criminal case. The civil lawsuit seeks damages, but the allegations, which include aggravated assault, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, could lead to criminal charges if prosecutors decide to act. Since the alleged incident happened in Florida, a state with strict domestic violence laws, Tank's legal team is on high alert. So far, neither his lawyers nor Davis himself have commented. His social media is silent. No training updates, no interviews, no statements. For someone who built his brand on confidence and aggression, the silence speaks loudly. The boxing community reacted instantly, and opinions are divided.
All right, so the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis fight has been canceled because of new charges that came up on Gervonta. You heard it here first. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Make sure you share the video. The fight is off as we know it right now.
Some fighters voiced concern, saying Gervonta Tank Davis clearly needs help, while others, including Ryan Garcia, were much more blunt and critical.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older now or what, but I feel like Gervonta is a hell of a fighter, but he needs to get his mental together. When I hear some of his interviews and I see some of the stuff that he's saying, I can just tell that he's not in love with the sport no more. I can tell that he didn't get his just due. I mean, it was crazy to hear that he said he got evicted out of a house or something like that.
Gervonta Tank Davis entered 2025 with a record of 30-0-1 and 28 knockouts, expected to be the face of the lightweight division and a rare, once-in-a-generation puncher with Mayweather-level explosiveness. But over the years, his toughest opponent hasn't been anyone in the ring. It's been himself.
Debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I...
Between court appearances, suspensions, and constant public controversies, Gervonta Tank Davis's career has been more stop and start than any champion should be. This time, a comeback might not be possible, because when you're fighting both the legal system and public opinion, one victory in the ring won't be enough to make it right. So, what's next for Gervonta Tank Davis? Right now, his future hinges on 3 key factors: the outcome of the lawsuit. If it escalates, his boxing license could be suspended indefinitely; public redemption, he'll need to rebuild trust if he ever hopes to fight again; and promotion politics. Most major boxing promoters won't risk signing a fighter who's under active legal investigation.
Match with Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. What's your thoughts on that? Just overall, do you feel like Gervonta Davis is more checked out than being checked in boxing right now?
¿Sentís que Gervonta Davis está más desenganchado del boxeo que enganchado con el boxeo, considerando lo que aceptó con Jake Paul?
Sí, total.
This situation brings up a question boxing has wrestled with for decades. How far will the sport go to protect talent? From Mike Tyson's arrests to Floyd Mayweather's domestic violence cases, boxing has often shielded its biggest stars. But now, with streaming platforms like Netflix involved, the game has changed. Netflix doesn't need Gervonta Tank Davis. They have Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and Terrence Crawford. They don't want controversy. They want ratings and brand safety. For the first time in Tank's career, it seems there's no one left to protect him.
If you're really not happy with Tank, first off, don't watch Tank. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You support it, then what you doing? You can't not support and support at the same time, right? So if you're a boxing purist, then this fight with Roach is really more for you. It's going to be more up your alley, you know? If you just like all entertainment, all fights, all hypes, all everything, then you're going to want to tune in to the Tank and Paul show there, you know, because that's all for entertainment. What's it? For entertainment purposes only, right? It's just say like somewhere in the small print of the promotion. For entertainment, don't do this at home, kids. You know, sometimes
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only. You know, so you know, it's money making purposes only. You know, it is what it is, people.
It's heartbreaking because inside the ring, Gervonta Tank Davis was exceptional, with speed, timing, and one-punch knockout power that reminded fans boxing still had magic. Outside the ring, though, he couldn't escape his personal struggles. Now his career hangs in limbo, with cancelled fights, legal battles, and a damaged public image. Regardless of whether the allegations are proven, the impact on his reputation is already significant.
I don't think Tank cares.
about what it does for the sport. I think, and I get it, like I was very open and honest with my last fight and the things around it. Tried not to be before because I didn't want anyone to, you know, not be excited for what was a good fight on paper, definitely. But when you kind of lose that love for the craft and the discipline, and getting in the ring don't mean as much as it did when you was growing up and on the way up. I've kind of seen that in Tank. Now, he had a hard fight against Lamont Roach Jr. and that might have been a part of it. Like, wow, man, this is getting hard against fighters that I think I'm levels above, and turned out on the night that I wasn't. And not only that, we're prize fighters. I hope, for the little people of the world, I hope Jake Paul gets absolutely starched by someone nearly half his size.
Gervonta Tank Davis has lost Netflix, missed out on the biggest payday of his career, and may have put his entire future in boxing at risk. His story isn't over, but it's at a breaking point. The real question now isn't whether he can step back into the ring, it's whether he can rebuild what remains of his reputation. Right now, the boxing world isn't asking when Tank will fight again, they're asking if he should. So, what do you think? Has Gervonta Davis thrown away everything he worked for, or is there still a path to redemption? Drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more updates.